that they are able to help the society in the first place. Even the moment when we are donating towards charities, we say that they also able to help another people, ladies and gentlemen. Even the number is so massive, or even the type or the kind of the case that could be solved is also bigger than their proposal, ladies and gentlemen. So therefore, we say that this is better in the moment we would like to following their side. Even they also say how in status quo there are still a lot. Even they also consider the moment that if there are a lot of people that basically have an intention to donate, a lot of people have intention to donate towards this kind of economic sectors, but they also said if the government is lacking for help towards helping this kind of towards helping this kind of economic sectors, we question how those kind of things would be happen. We think inconsistency happen in their side. But even if this is not inconsistency, we say that this is doesn't necessarily mean we would like to close the chance towards people who would like to help these kind of people in the first place. So therefore, all kinds of problems, all kinds of sectors that existed in status quo could be solved in the first place. Not only within the economical sectors, but also how the case of disaster, for instance, or even another case that existed in status quo could be solved. And furthermore, they say that this is better for empowering economic sector for the wealth from the society itself. We say even we would like to donate towards the charity itself doesn't necessarily mean that the wealth that could exist will never be existed, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that? Because in the moment you would like to donating something toward someone which is being a victim of disaster, we think that some money that is get by these kind of people basically is so significant towards themselves. And if they say that the charity is only temporary and so on and so forth, we don't think so that this would be that temporary, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that? We say that the parameter of temporary is the moment when you give this kind of money and finally this is lost without any kind of advantages. But the moment when you would like to able to help these kind of people by the charities, meaning that there's an advantage that's going to exist. But even if this is so temporary, we say that this is better because there's no suffer that could exist by these people. So therefore, we propose this.
Thank you, Erika. The third speaker of the opposition team has spent 7 minutes and 35 seconds. And now I call upon the reply speaker of the opposition team, Zinette, you may have the floor.
Mr. Chair, that side, the charity even offers utilizing all of this kind of interest then done by this kind of philanthropies at the first place. Because the charity even neglect and also deny all of this kind of interest of philanthropies cannot be overgeneralized at all. Maybe there is an existence of philanthropies which is concerned in environment, or maybe there is an existence of philanthropies which is concerning in this kind of charity or even socialpreneurs and so on and so forth, ladies and gentlemen. So this is why not every philanthropist has concern to this kind of socialpreneurs, because they never try to even prove to you why this kind of idea of socialpreneurs is also the thing that is very urgent to be helped by this kind of philanthropies at the first place. Moreover, we already proved to you several status quo mechanisms that already help this kind of idea of socialpreneurs by the existence of this kind of special funding from this kind of government that already donate toward this kind of ibu-ibu donation, like what they say. And another thing, for instance, like low rate loans that exist in this kind of status quo mechanism, or even on how the idea of this kind of loans by this kind of bank, or even you can lend your money to this kind of, to your family and so on and so forth, ladies and gentlemen. What does it mean? Meaning that this kind of their paranoia upon how they are lacking in terms of money and so on and so forth is also become mitigatable when you are following our side, ladies and gentlemen. Not need to worry upon how the idea of this kind of socialpreneur, because we already proved to you even the moment when you are trying to become a real entrepreneur, you are not even trying to be easily give up or even rely on this kind of philanthropies only, ladies and gentlemen. This is the thing that need to be considered by the team government that never try to become answer at the first place. Moreover, on how the idea of philanthropies is also trying to be natural and not even concerning upon this kind of background and so on and so forth, ladies and gentlemen, because we say that on how the idea of the idea of philanthropists try to even donating this kind of money wholeheartedly, not even try to even considering where this kind of money allocation and so on and so forth. So this is why their case is upon how the idea of the economic development and so on and so forth can try to even stand at all. So this and try to even analyzing this kind of debate. This kind of debate happened in one class, which side can also accommodate all of this kind of interest by this kind of philanthropy. We said that this kind of class goes to our side because in our side we are not trying to even offer generalizing all of this kind of interest of philanthropy. Maybe they have the interest in this kind of charity and so on and so forth. We are never trying to limit all of this kind of movement that done by them, ladies and gentlemen. Moreover, this kind of philanthropy is also have the rational calculus to even think which one need to be prioritized. The moment when you would like to even prioritizing this kind of sociopreneurs, moreover in the same time there will be also an idea of disaster, which is causing a lot of distraction or even causing a lot of victims, ladies and gentlemen, because of their unlucky condition, because they try to cannot even defend themselves and also try to counter back all of this kind of problem, ladies and gentlemen, because they are in this kind of fragile condition. So this is why we say that as the philanthropists, we would like to even donating this kind of money based on our interest and on how we would like to even prioritize something which is more urgent and not to become in this kind of sociopreneur and also siding to this kind of sociopreneur only, ladies and gentlemen. And let's try to even prove to you some points that never be rebutted by them. First is upon how they would like to even undermine all of this kind of effort that done by this kind of charity. And then the second is that the moment when you are following outside, it will create a balanced situation because you are not limiting every single kind of interest that is happened by this kind of philanthropy. So this is why we would like to even embracing all of this kind of idea of philanthropy that never be rebutted by them. And the third is that we would like to even decreasing the government burden because all of the problem is also become solved the moment when you are following outside, because our side can even limiting this kind of concern that done by this philanthropy. So based on this kind of consideration, takes money that we champion. Thank you.
Thank you, Zina. The reply speaker of the opposition team has spent 4 minutes and 28 seconds. And now I call upon the reply speaker from the government team. Pinsky, you may have the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to firstly point out one inconsistency that has been keep coming out from the very first beginning of their speech, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, they said about how the charity is more because it is closer to our daily life, because the charity is still struggling and so on and so forth, and we are talking about we were going too far if we are talking about the MEA and so on and so forth. But in that case, they want to be a natural side which also donate fairly to both of the side, ladies and gentlemen. Which one do they want? Actually, ladies and gentlemen, that we are the government side of those is very confused about their stance, ladies and gentlemen. And also, they said about how it is wrong to favor only one. Because what if the other one, like Bill Gates, want to also donate for the charities, for example? Well, the motion is whether or not we, as the philanthropy itself, will rather to choose to donate to the sociopreneur, or on the other side, we rather to choose to donate to these charities, ladies and gentlemen. They are very hostile if they choose to be an side to donate to both of the side donation, ladies and gentlemen. And also, like just what they say, it is up to us whether we are going to donate to this side or to that side, ladies and gentlemen. It is completely up to the philanthropists like us if we want to donate to the socio entrepreneurs. We are not forcing, like what my second speaker already said, that We are not forcing all philanthropists to follow us, ladies and gentlemen. It is up to them if they want to have their own interest. But we, as a philanthropist, we feel like our interest will be fulfilled more if we prefer to donate to this kind of social entrepreneurs, ladies and gentlemen. And also, on the effectiveness point, we see that we will empower more people. They will lead to stable economic sectors because sustainability only exists exclusively in our proposal and only in our proposal. We will fix more problems, ladies and gentlemen, like unemployment, for example. The contra never explains why do they believe that the idea of sustainability also exists in their proposal, ladies and gentlemen. Because they say, yes, the third speaker may say that temporarity is better because in status quo, well, the charity suffer. But here, the government has already explained to you that they will not suffer because even if the philanthropists choose to prefer this kind of social preneurs, they will still everyday people, they will still choose to donate to these charities that are closer to them rather than to actually choose to donate to the social preneurs. It will be easier to be donated by us, the philanthropists who have more access and actually have more money to this. And we believe that the one struggling real is the sociopreneurs itself who are lacking of models and need our support to empower people, ladies and gentlemen. They may have argued that the mechanism, which is the low rate loan will be more effective, but the mechanism has already been troubled done by our rebuttals because we have already stated to you throughout my second speaker that people will be discouraged if it is loan, ladies and gentlemen, because it is still loan after all, they will still have to pay the loan. And compare this to our proposal, when we are the government, when we the philanthropists are the government, we will encourage them, approach them, and also this will, of course, will effectively more to inspire them to create this kind of social entrepreneurs businesses. And of course, we will eventually encourage them more than just this kind of low rate loan mechanism that the contract is trying to propose to you, ladies and gentlemen. And also, the idea of eliminating unemployment still exists in our proposal, ladies and gentlemen, because as what you have said before, the characteristic of charity is only a one-stop charity donation. Of course, we as a philanthropy, we want to be impactful, and we choose the way that we will be able to actually help more people compared to the mechanism, ladies and gentlemen. So after analyzing all the stakeholders involved, we conclude that all the stakeholders involved, which is the charity, that will still be okay, and the social entrepreneurs that will be encouraged to help more people, still exclusively exists our proposal, and therefore please choose the government's proposal. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you, Kinsky. The LITE Speaker of Government team has spent 4 minutes and 25 seconds. That concludes this round of debate. And now I invite members of the government and opposition team to cross the floor and shake hands. And because this is a silent round,